Hey guys, welcome to Rockleigh's World. This is a review on Fallout 4 and probably disappointment. Now I'm in a different vault at the moment, so yes, this is my second playthrough. I'm playing through as a girl. I thought it would be different, but basically exactly the same, just a girl. I made the guy really ugly, and I'm just going to see if that turns out the kid. I haven't got enough to do that bit. I've just been trying to level up. So my loadout has been that I started this one was basically everything to strength as I could get it, and everything goes to charisma, and then I put everything to all my skill points to intelligence, which gave me more experience points and has helped me level up the rest of the stuff. Some things I've got because needed them to improve things, or that's a very good perk there. Breaking down items, and also science helps with other types, but everything else I haven't really touched, and it hasn't really affected, except for that one. I did that one because I didn't want to keep shooting my friends, my dog mainly. So everything else I haven't really touched, and just been doing the points like that, and it hasn't really affected anything of the game. It's actually probably improved strength. I can carry a lot more. I don't need my armor. Oh, I'm missing one point. Didn't realize that. Let's do that one point. So strength, don't really need my armor. Perception now. Before I didn't have perception up very high. Now in that I can actually shoot straight, which is a lot better, especially when I was playing my first time point blank range. I'd shoot and I'd miss. Now point blank range, she gets it most of the time. My first character got to 56, level 56, and then I literally just got bored. Didn't really want to play it anymore. Leveling up was a chore. It was just the same thing, just a Minuteman mission over and over again, and it was really boring. So I was trying to see if I could find some different missions and see if the same thing would happen with this character. Happily it hasn't happened. The Brotherhood missions that you do that I found at this the police station. Police station there. Oh, that's really bad focus. See if I can focus the video. But it's not happening. So it's Cambridge Police Station. That's where you start. So it's a bit of a walk, but if you're going to go to here to Graydon Gardens, because that has a lot of corn and all the vegetables you need to make vegetable starch, which is what you use for making adhesive, which is very important in this game. And then most of the other times I've just been wandering around. I know where most stuff is, so I've just been finding it, but that's a good word. This place here is one of my favourite villages that you do. Sunshine, Tiny Cop. Just clean up a few bugs and you get that. And so just finding places, seeing what missions, if there's any new missions. I think the cities are pretty much robust. I can't really find much to do in there. In my last game I actually got bored and just killed everyone in it. And so it's basically just kids running around because I couldn't kill the kids. They're immortal again, which is a bit disappointing because they're only kids. Why is my armor all the way up there? That's what? Okay, that's train. Why would I leave it all the way up there? Cannot fast travel from this location. So that might be the case. And see, that's my dog. Got a didn't bother about the other companions, they just made me get in my way. The dog sometimes gets in my way, but I can jump over it. I'm not sure what's going on with this colour. This colours on the recording is really annoying. It's all dark and dingy. Does that help? Probably not made it, probably made it too bright. Come on.
You got guts, Wick.
No, it's not working properly. Oh, well, that's just my camera.
You're in that pit boy in the Commonwealth. I can't believe someone hasn't tried to steal it.
It's too bright now. Let's try that. So did it?
We had
Yes.
a train today.
The map takes about, accordingly to other people, 11 minutes to cross. It's not that big. Our power is here. Why does it sound on that bit so loud? No, it's a glitch. Saying I was over there before, now it's saying it's here. So this is my power armor. I've upgraded it a little bit. It's up to B. My torso is up to C. You can't really see that. So torso is a bit different. Also the other thing is, whenever you can take your fusion cores out. I got annoyed at my last game because I jumped out of the suit to do some building, and when I went back to the suit, one of the guys had taken it and they were going on a what do you call it? They were going to another village, so they were like caravan. They were on the caravan, so they walked off and they had to go and literally kill everyone in the village because I tried to pickpocket the fusion cell so they would get out, but they wouldn't get out, they just kept running off. And so I had to pickpocket the fusion cell, and then I eventually had to kill everyone to get it back, and it was really, really, really annoying because, yeah, I don't know, it was just a problem, and yeah, so it's better just to take all the fusion cells out unless you want them walking around in their suits. That's fine, you can order them into those suits and they'll walk around in it, but in your own suit you probably don't want them because it spends a lot of time to upgrade everything to it. I'm tired. So I haven't done much building in the city, just some beds and that. You can do this, you can scroll back and forth. There's lots of load in this game. It's kind of good that it's only 11-minute map long because you're like, do I fast travel or do I just walk? Because sometimes it's just quicker to walk than it is to actually fast travel. The vertibird that you get is annoying because it's basically just fast travel, but a lot slower than fast travel. You can't shoot anyone with a gun. There's actually no way you can do it out. So just like that. There's no way you can actually shoot anyone with a gun unless it's set up to be like that and then get lowered. But most of the time you're just shooting at nothing and it's pretty pointless. The Institute's got some grenades that you can throw down, and yeah, some people come out and sometimes they're really good and other times they're quite poo, but at least it's a lot better than a vertibird. Yeah, oh, that's just like my cat. So all I did was chuck some beds in here and that seemed to satisfy the people. My first game I put lots of turrets around the front and everyone's kept getting killed and annoyed, so this time I just kept it all local and I put some of these turrets up here. put them up high, I find that super mutants have trouble getting to them. And also, if when I finish building, if I take away these stairs, super mutants won't actually be able to get up here, and they won't actually be able to destroy many of these machine guns, which will be greater defense. So, if you want, build some stairs up next to a house, put some guns in it, destroy the stairs, and you actually save a lot of time trying to repair them. Because most creatures won't be able to get them, like red scorpions and all that won't be able to get on through, so you'll be able to shoot from a long distance, so save yourself a lot of hassle. So the one important thing is that everyone, most people don't know, is on the PlayStation, if you hold down circle, you pull out your torch. If you're wearing a miner's hat and you do it, the miner's hat will actually be on the torch. So this it's just going up to pickle. Enter in here, see you have fusion on me. On the head there, and that's like really quite handy. Basically everywhere you look, it will go. You can change it up, you can mod it. Now, not saying that people do jump in it. You can ask them to get out, but if they're in combat, they won't. They'll just ignore you. Yes. Also, to get unlimited amount of
Seems to be growing well.
vegetable starch, which is adhesive.
Need to get back to Diamond City one of
Or
these
you want to
days.
plant, because they have to
Biggest
with it.
thing I
Don't
ever
plant
saw.
anything else unless you want to make other things in your campfire. But the main thing is just mainly this and corn, lots of corn. Always run out of corn.
Crop's coming in pretty good.
Then you just go to cook station here, jump. There's already one made in your town for you, so you don't need to make one. And you just go down to utility and then vegetable starch, and that will give you adhesive. It will give you 5 adhesive, so it's actually really good. So as you see, I'm still running low on corn, so I can make one. And now we've got more corn. So corn's a bit hard to find, but when you do plant lots of crops and get someone to farm it. The next hint in that, and also in this review, is getting people to go from one town to another settlement. So all I could do was only 20 people I found, except for one place and 21 can be here, so you can send out probably about 10 people or so to other settlements. What that does is link your workshops, so you can use other materials from that workshop there, which is very handy. If you hold down the middle button, this comes up. They're saying they're low on beds, so I use these beds because they're the smallest and I can fit more in. Before I tried to make a big building where all these people slept and only got half done, because if you see at the top right hand corner there's a size meter. And the size meter basis measures once you get to that place on the map. Once you get to that, once it gets to red, you can't actually build anymore. So that's a little bit annoying. And it's already almost half full. You can still build some stuff, but it's basically everything you find is scrap. You'll probably need it for something later on, so just scrap it. The best build I find is actually there's an island here you can swim out to. And you have to fight a giant murloc, but you can actually build on it. That's the best one I found. I can actually build a lot of things on it. This one here is one where I got last time I got 21 people, started driving, but it's part of the Minuteman mission. It's not too far from the city. I do like the Red Rock truck stop. The main thing is you have to put walls around everything, and the easiest way I found to make a wall is you can't really do it with this city. This one's probably the worst one to be defended, but just normal walls. I don't know what it is, but once you put a wall up, no matter what it is, super mutants can't break through. If you put a gate up, which I think gate's fine, they just leave the gate open all the time. Even if you leave, they'll leave the gate open. So super mutants just run straight through the gate, so gates become very pointless. So if you want, you put up a door frame, and I do that on a lot of my builds. I would just put up door frames, and yes, it will stop some traders getting through. I think, I'm not sure how it works, but the door frames also stop super mutants getting through. So a door frame is just, find it, fences. So that's the gate. That's pretty pointless. That's fence. Those are alright to put, but trying to get them all to link together is very annoying, and that's a door frame. So you can just put a door frame anywhere, and then you just put a door in it, and super mutants won't be able to get through because they're too big. And this is a wall, so all I do, so you got this wall. The good thing about these walls are you put one down, and the next one, see, it clicks onto it, so clicks on, so you don't have to follow through, so you can actually make a pretty nice wall that way. But if you want to turn it, you can just press L2 or R2, and it turns it nicely. And then if you don't want to use it, you can just store it. Don't scrap it. If you only reuse it, only scrap it if you're never going to use it again. But if you are, just store it, because it is actually save you. So I used to put turrets in there, but apparently they didn't really. They just got destroyed. So it's just got up, just ran out to it and went destroyed it, and it really wasn't a good point. It looked cool though. So yeah, that's that place. And the defend missions are pretty lame. I kind of don't understand them. And they pop up, it's like defend something, and you're trying to read it, and you're like, what town is that? And sometimes it say this is Sanctuary, but it's also called Sanctuary Hills, which is on the map. Yeah, it's not on the map, so there's a thing that comes up that says defend Sanctuary Hills, or on your map it says where do you want to send people, and you're like, I want to send them back to my main town, but there's only Sanctuary Hills, and later on I found that's Sanctuary, but it doesn't tell you that on the map. You think it will tell you Sanctuary Hills. So when it goes Sanctuary Hills is under attack, you're like, what the hell's Sanctuary Hills? And you try looking for it and can't find it, so you just don't do anything, and then you come back to Sanctuary and a bunch of people have died, and you're like, well, what's going on? So this is this truck stop. You will have to put a wall around this. So you will need a wall around the other thing is you get onto this roof here and you put some turrets, especially turrets facing this way, because mole rats will actually come up here. This is a very good area for gardening. Mole rats will come up here and they'll kill lots of people. I like to extend the wall out around here and around here, and it will give extra place for people. Now, see if I have the top up here state. Yeah, so I go to my power, which I did have enough of that, but I don't have anything here, so now we have to backtrack, go back forward, back forward, back forward. But if I can find someone in the other town to travel here, I can have all those resources unlocked, and it makes the game a bit more faster and a bit smoother. And yeah, someone said to me, oh, it's more realistic if you have to transfer the things back and forward, but it's not really. If you can fast travel and if you've got the perk that you can hold at overburden yourself and still fast travel, then it's not really, it avoids it. So I'm not sure we're going to have people. I might just pick someone from the garden.
Nothing I hate more than raider scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for me.
So this one. Okay, so I can't sign anyone yet, so that means I must need another perk.
Mama Murphy's as good as her word, kid. No more blood. No more sight.
So 12 beds, there's 8 people, so they're all working that. And I can't assign anyone. Oh, that colour's gone terrible again. Why is that colour so bad? I don't know. Sorry about the terrible colour. Blame others on Apple. Perk chart. Maybe I just can't move those people. Inspiration. There you go. So I need that one. I should have chose that one before, so that's a very important one. Yeah. So if you get those two, then you can set up a full proper shop, and
Why
those
can't the Institute just leave us alone?
are the two ones you really need. So I can't actually show you how to do it. It's basically, I had to go into a help bar. Oh, that's what I show you. So I normally have to show people this. No. So you press start, and down here there's actually a thing called help. So click save, save, help. Click on help, and it has everything you think you want to know more about in here. So there's difficulty, and if you read this, it will say the bullets just cost more, and difficulty doesn't actually make a difference to experience, which is quite annoying, because it doesn't really matter if you do play it or not. It tells you about your friends and food and basically everything you need to know is in here. Some stuff you have to scroll through to actually get to it. But yes, I didn't know about that as a help menu. I thought that would be very handy, but they've already got one. And the other thing is, if you actually disconnect from the internet before playing, I actually find it's actually easier to play. There's less glitches in it. While it's connected to the internet, I'm not sure if it's all updates or something, there is a lot more glitches and it's a lot more harder to use. So I would actually recommend when playing, pull out your ether cable and just play the game normally, and then afterwards put in your ether cable, because when I do that I don't have any glitches, I don't have any faults, I don't have any errors. But as soon as I plug that ether cable in, it's just a whole bunch of you're playing along and that drops out. And also on this character that I've been playing through the same time, I've actually found that I've been dying more, but it's been from random stuff or glitches, like being caught on a invisible wall or a grenade just being lobbed out of somewhere and just blowing me up. So I actually found I'm dying more on the second playthrough. It might be because I'm a bit careless as well and I know where everything is and I save. And another thing is, if you want to save quickly, you just pull out your Pip-Boy and you close it again, and most of the time it should auto save. Not all the time, so it's not guaranteed, but if you want to save, it's not going to do it now. So no. And then the other way is just going to save it, because in this game, whenever you fast travel, I'm pretty sure last game it auto saved, but now it doesn't, or maybe it didn't before. So you fast travel and then you die and then you're like crap, and then you think you'll wake up back where you are, and you don't. You wake up where you last fast traveled, which is quite annoying. Anything else? Any other tips? Yeah, I think that will probably do for this video. There's building going on, but you can't actually get any of the good builds or transports until you get up levels, so it's kind of, you have to go out and get some levels first, and then you go back and you build, and there's certain places you have to go out and find, and yes, if you come over to here, up here there's a aluminium factory that you can go to. It's full of zinc, so be careful. There's Diamond City isn't all it's cracked up to be. There's another city here called Good Neighbor, which kind of got some nice stuff, and there's the other city called Bunker Hill, which is another like trading outpost. So there's basically your three main hubs, and there's another one up here called Convent, which I've killed everyone in it and then set up my own place. So yes, most of the game is setting up your own hubs and building it, and which is kind of good, but there's really nothing much to explore. And the other factor is, spoiler, you can go off the map here to about here, which is quite exciting. But the only problem is you get to about here, or about there, like a good distance off the edge of the map, and you won't be able to walk any further, you won't be able to get to the edge of the map, which I don't understand why they would do that. Why don't you just make the map go to that point then? Instead of that's quite annoying. And the other one is, look at all this water, all this water, all of it. The map's so small as it is, but they have all this water. So I'm pretty sure they made the map so it goes quicker and it runs smoother, and there's less glitches. There's still plenty of glitches, but yeah, it's not the game. It's more of a small one like Vegas, but even Vegas because you had to go a certain way because of the death clause. So even Vegas had a bit more playability than this did, and Vegas took a while to get your head around. But this one's, once you get it, it's pretty straightforward. And once you find a help option, it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, it's just play it is the easiest way. Once you know how to do it, and once you know the little hints, then you probably could play it through again. But there's not like Fallout 3 where it's like a full epic mission that you're gonna find, because when you actually do the full mission, you're actually like, it's very lazy, it's very easy, it's predictable. Except for the side missions, that's basically what this game holds on. And also the other thing is, the building seems like it's tacked on. It's not really part of the game. It's just like added onto it, and that's a bit like you think they might have thought it was DLC later down the track, but realised the game was just so not very much they've put it in. So it's a bit kind of like last minute type style, which is a bit glitchy. It's nothing like doesn't really explain much. For example, I got these lights working and I
You hear about that farm?
connected those up, and I actually had to connect around the outside, and the lights will work if you get close enough. But on some places, if I actually will connect it through here and I actually connect it onto the floor, it would light up the whole house because it's like a circular radius, which they don't really explain that much. So it's a
The Minutemen could use someone like you.
that goes in. So yeah, things like that is just a bit annoying. And characters, yeah, they're good to be around, but they're not overly good. It's the whole storyline is a bit kind of weak. It's nothing. Okay, so you're going to find your father who took off and you ran around after him, but the Enclave bit is pretty good with the president being a machine, and you have the Enclave and there's different things going on, but this one there's only really one thing going on and it all is around that one thing, and the rest of it is not, side missions, they're fun for a bit, but nothing really has consequences. Like, you can pick between whose team you're going to be, and then that's it. But I didn't kill Dharma City straight away. I waited to the end till I got bored, and then I killed them. And I was apparently the leader of the Sith. Yet the Sith people that were patrolling the area to make sure it was good still turned around and killed me like they're normal guards, which I don't understand. Like, couldn't you put in game mechanic that I'm the ruler? They when you shoot you, they're programmed to obey you. Why would you put them as a normal? So basically the same game, but your actions that you have no consequences at all. Nothing you say, to say yes, no, sarcastically. It doesn't really make any effect. You can't really upset anyone in the game being an asshole. You can't be. It doesn't matter. Just because you can press some buttons doesn't mean it will make any difference. You may lose one person or two people, but everyone will eventually join you anyway, because the rest they're going to join, and you keep going back to them and keep doing the same missions, and they're still grateful for you, even if you treat them like shit. There's really no consequences in the game. And then if you do lose a town, they just give you another mission to get back to town, and you're back to the same point. It's just There's nothing. I wiped out all of Dharma City and no one blinked an eye. It just So there's no consequences in this game. There's nothing to worry about. Answer whatever you want. You'll still get the same answers. Get your charisma up high, then you can get more money out of people and the conversations. If you don't have charisma to 10, the red one, no matter what you have, will always not work. So you have to have charisma to 10, and then it will work. So that's very, 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 very annoying. And basically, so all the other perks and that you have to have to 10 to work on the hardest. And the other thing is, I'm not sure what it's for hacking, but the perk I would recommend everyone to get is the locksmith one, because you get that up to once you get to level 41, which doesn't actually take that long. You never break a lockpick, and if you never break a lockpick, it makes breaking a lockpick so much you don't have to bother about it. Then you can get into anything you want, and that's kind of. I would have liked like I did in Skyrim, where you actually have a mission to go to find the guild. Like, this doesn't have anything like that. It's not like the side missions where you can get extra stuff and that, because the extra stuff you get is just maybe a good weapon or something. It's not ultimate like a pick or a horse, and there's no vehicles in this except for the Veteran, but that's not very vehicle, that's just cheap fast travel. And so there's a motorbike would have been good. Why couldn't I have a motorbike? There's tanks all over the place. Why couldn't I drive a tank? The road's not good enough? That's fine, it's a tank. motorbike that goes off road. Car, I'm pretty sure a car could go off road. It did in the first or the second Fallout. You could drive across the desert in a car. Why can't you do that? Yeah, why couldn't you make the map smaller but bigger? Like smaller in congested but bigger, so you could have more expanding, so you have more nervousness. So like the desert, or sometimes you didn't come across places. You might run in a circle for on old games for hours and not find the place you're looking for, or you find a couple of hard places. But this game, you hit a place every couple of minutes. Every 2-3 minutes you'll hit a place. It's very uncommon to be running for 5 minutes and not see any place on the map, and so it's very easy to find all the dots. So I have to say this game is just very, very short. It took me a week and a half to complete the storyline, and it took me 3 weeks to get bored of the game, and now my second playthrough, and I have to say I'm leveling up a lot faster. I'm at level, I'm level 18, and I've been playing for I've been playing for 16 hours. So basically I've been getting a level almost every hour, and some of those times
Why
it's
can't
sitting
the
here with
Institute just leave us alone?
the controller, just sitting here and just talking those talks. Let me know what you think. If there's any hints I missed, let me know. If you think these hints were good, or if you think this review was good, let me know. Also, I'm pretty sure there's no games out. Anyway, COD, I did enjoy that a bit, but I accidentally fell asleep while playing it, so I'm not sure how good that is, but I actually do enjoy COD a bit more. Battlefront kind of sucks, and I'm not even going to buy it until it gets a lot cheaper. And so yeah, tell me what you thought of the game, your experience about the game. If you have a video about your experience with the game, drop the link down the bottom and I'll go and watch it and leave a comment. And so yeah, if you guys liked it, thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. There's a bunch of videos, and there's one that everyone kind of enjoys, me stuffing my mouth full of marshmallows. Okay then, hope you all have a good time. Bye bye.